Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. So it's coming up to the end of Orktober here, and I got these 4 boxes, which are my Orc boys and Gretchen and my army, my old Orc army. So what I'm going to do is do a video maybe on each one and dig into it and see what kind of state they're in, how they've been dealing with being packaged up, and if any of them are surviving, if they're still in one piece. And yeah, let's jump into a box. Okay, let's see what we have here. Open this guy up. So basically they're just wrapped in bubble wrap, which probably isn't the best. I'm just going to pull stuff out and see what I find. Some of these you might recognize from my old video that I used toys to make some orcs. So this is from a Warcraft Troll miniature into some kind of orc war boss, and this hammer is made out of a Lego brick. So some of these are going to be pretty silly. You got this a shoot a boy. You'll see a lot of these are pretty heavily washed. Oh, this is a conversion I did to make kind of Super Gretchen with some bits from Mantic Games and made them a bit more orky. And some Warhammer Fantasy heads. This guy is like a savage boy, black orc with 2 big spiky choppers and a little small chopper here. Yeah, bit of fun. I don't think he has any guns, but that doesn't matter. Oh, this guy's one of my old looters. You'll see, this is like just random bits all together. It used to be a big shooter, I think, from the Blackreach box set, and this is just a toy with obviously an axe on the end of it. So he's one of my looters, one of his big guns. Little Gretchen here, one of the old pewter ones. I think I added on a shoulder pad. They're kind of painted up evil sons, I think I was kind of going for. I thought the red looked well against the green of the skin, but the skin really got dark with the wash. That's just a boy there. It's a little bit of conversion work done. Now, these are going to be a long video if I have to go through all these. This guy I showed before my old video as well. He was a Monsters in My Pocket toy. Oh, there's so chipping. That's bad. And I converted him up very badly. It looks horrible into some kind of weird boy. So let me see. Maybe go through these a bit faster. This is a knob, and it says swag or something. SWG, whatever that stands for. I can't remember, but he's got a baseball cap for some reason. We got a Gorka Morka boy. You'll see how they kind of changed size-wise. It's funny, like the guy to the right is a lot more chunkier. This is not going to focus for me. No, it's not going to focus for me. But you'll see, obviously, these older boys, they've got nice detail, but they changed design, you know. So he's painted up in the same scheme. Oh, this guy, my war bike guy, it's really cool. I really enjoyed making this glass here on the front. Yeah, he's cool. Okay, this is going to take ages if I have to go through all these. Whoop, shit. If I go through all these, man. Okay, we got shoot a boy. Who did I drop? Another Gorka Morka. So what I used to do was go and buy loads of random bits on eBay and just old orcs and everything, you know. There's another shoot a boy. This is my Wolverine orc. I don't really know why I made this, but I don't know what he'd count as. But that's my maybe he was part of a kill team or something. But yeah, that's Wolverine as an orc, or an orc as Wolverine. Oh, we got some broken bits here. This is actually a lot of fun. This is one of my other mega grots. Was made out of a Kinder Surprise toy, and he's got armor. He's just a grot. He's got a little slugger there. I suppose he could count as a slugger boy, maybe. This is the arm of a mech, or 2 arms of a mech, or a Killacan, or Dreadnought. Shoot a boy using some fantasy bits. This is from Cromlech, I think. You'll see I maybe put in a little more effort, or this guy never got a wash. This arm is so cool, actually. It's really, really cool looking arm. But you can tell he was painted at a different time. He must be a knob as well, but really cool looking. I like the movement. Let me see. This is obviously not the best way to store your miniatures, is basically what I'm getting at here, because, you know, not all these guys are surviving really well. They were a lot more dipped as well, which is a pity. That's why they're all, or maybe I just washed, did a really heavy wash and never did any sorts of highlights or anything, but they look pretty, you know, they look okay when they're all together on the table. This guy, Is he Gorkamorka or something like this? This was another one of my eBay pickups, I suppose. There's a bit of cardboard here, crap on the base. Because my plan was, you know, put them all in vehicles, but I kind of don't like painting vehicles. This guy would look a lot better if I actually went back and highlighted his skin. But yeah, this I go into this guy a bit more detail in that old video I was talking about as well. I might pop it up as a card here, just as a reference, because this is an old Hulk HeroClix miniature to make this war boss here. Really, I was pretty happy with him. Looks cool. So it's just using toys again. Really old Gretchen. Nothing crazy paint job, but yeah, I used to like pay a fair bit of money for all these different bits and bobs on eBay. Oh, look at this. This is my Skyrim orc. So it copies the, let's say, promotional material of Skyrim. He's got the sword and the dagger. He's got arrow in the knee. He's got a sweet roll. He's got a mud crab, a big bucket of gold, and a cabbage. And he's got a cheese wheel. Yeah, this guy's awesome actually. He'd be great even for D&D. This is a Halo. This is like a Master Chief orc I made, and his arm is obviously in the box somewhere. But I think my favorite bit is this sword. It came out pretty cool because it's obviously just metal, but they painted it to look like an energy sword. And I kind of wish I didn't do this whole silly thing with the helmet. I think it looks stupid. And the green on green with the armor looks a bit crap in my opinion. But like, I mean, that's what color he is, so that's what it's going to be. Do you know what? This actually is going to take ages. But let's dig out some more, see what we have. Another looter. These are made ages ago, and you'll see my kind of attention to detail isn't fully there, but you'll see different bits. You got Tau bits on the back, that's toys, lots of toys, that's another toy, and then tank buster bomb for some reason, and this is his trigger mechanism somehow. You got this. This guy features an older video as well. Mega armor knob. So I think I'd like to kind of see how much points I actually have here if I was to lay them all out. Like you see, look, I just went crazy with some of these poses because, you know, in the lore they kind of just shoot us up in the air, and just to make noise rather to even try hit the enemy sometimes. Let me see. Okay, you got another Gorkamorka boy with the 2 pistols, a rifle on the back. This guy's one of my favorites. My Luta, that's literally using a missile like a javelin. Doesn't really make sense, but hey, look, I actually really like this one. Let me see, maybe I won't go through the whole box in this video. Oh, my Matrix boy, he's like jumping like choo choo choo, pew, pew, pew. And he's got the smoke behind him for some reason, just dramatic effect, I suppose. And another looter with this big fucking gun, that's crazy. Man, these are a lot of fun. This is a bit from, actually I'm not sure the company. Let me see, is that chipped? Yes, it is. The paint came off. Ah, that's a pity. Look, on the rim of his cap there, the paint is off. Ah, it's easy fix though. Yeah, crazy big gun there. What I'm going to do is pause it and maybe I'll take some out and then come back. Okay, back with more now that I've taken them out. It's a bit easier. This was some from Chinese Forge World, I think. But you'll see the resin actually, you might even be able to tell, but it's actually quite brittle. But yeah, that's pretty cool. He was pretty cheap as well. So you got a Gretchen here. I think I got that set and used it for some conversions as well. Just kind of fly through some of these. This guy, a little bit of effort put into him. He's got some commando bits, commando head and backpack here. Nice kind of bayonet. I think I had some fun with that. He's pretty cool. Kind of shooter boy. That guy, did I have him on already? I'm not sure. Another kind of Gorkamorka. So it's kind of orcs of all shapes and sizes really. Different ranges. Like this is actually from Ramshackle Games. And I actually forgot I had these. They're actually quite cheap, and I might actually repurpose these. I might get rid of his nose and resculpt his head and use these for my snake bites, because that would actually be pretty sweet and kind of suitable. This guy, big commando again. This axe is asking to snap, but yeah, nice big pose, like crazy size of an axe. I think these bits might have been from Chinese Forge World as well, but he's pretty cool. this guy is actually super old. I think he's like maybe older than me. He's like a space orc. Maybe someone can tell me exactly when he's from. Probably on his slotted base there, but I can't see that right now. But completely different style of orc, obviously. You got this pain boy, and what I actually did, I think I had to resculpt. I only had one arm, and I had to. This was a part that I robbed. This bit you can tell is off another model, and I had to sculpt the fingers and maybe the shoulder. That's why it looks a bit odd. I think should have been in a bit more, but that's a pain boy there. A lot of fun. The older ones are a bit goofier. Yes. Burner boy. Luta. So I've got a good bit of lutas because they're a lot of fun to put together. There's another mega grot. Another one of the Gork Morka boys. So I think I'd have, decent amount of painted minis here. There's some transfers that I used for some reason. I usually don't use those. Gorka Morka boy, double pistols. What's this? Another running shooter boy. Really, a lot of these were speed painted. There's another mega armored knob. And there's another one. So these are combination of all different bits. The base of these models are a not Hero Clicks, what's it called? Hero Escape robot miniature. Got another one of these mega grots. Oh, this guy's really cool. He is a speed freak. Obviously, what would you call it? Cyborg, and he's got a wheel for a legs, I suppose. He's gonna shooting along and put a fucking screw into his eye. Maybe it looks a bit silly. I thought it was cool at the time. For some kind of cybernetic guy. It is really cool, just like, plastic hard work and all that. When I was really into it, it kind of makes sense. So he's really like evil sons, cyborg with a wheel, kind of makes sense. What do we got? So we got 2 generations here. This guy would have been first, I suppose. He is Gork Morka boy again. I actually have a decent amount of those. And this old burner boy. And I'm pretty sure this arm doesn't really, like, it's not meant to be for it, but it fit. It was like the same size. Because if you were to use like a new generation, most up-to-date orc arm on these guys, they look really out of proportion. Because this arm be huge and muscular, like, But that's a burner boy, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe he's a mech. Oh, this guy's class. Like, this was an idea for Storm Boys, where basically they have springs on their boots and they like jump up. So that's a potential for the future as well. And you can rob that if you want, obviously, that idea of spring-loaded, kind of go gadget feckin' Storm Boy legs, This guy's just another slugger boy. I don't think he's actually got a slugger, but I thought he was really cool to pose. I had a lot of fun with. And he's got nice choppers with some extra bits on it. This guy, well, I actually forgot I had all these. I think this is Cromlech again. He's like a big fat big mech with a crazy claw. I think his claw nearly hits the bottom of the base, which is a bad idea, or hits the ground, But he doesn't really fit the team, I suppose, of the whole army. But you can tell I didn't wash the crap out of him either. Pretty fast paint job on him. I wouldn't consider him finished. You got another Gorka Morka boy here. I think I gave him some shoulder pads for some reason. I'm trying to fly through these because there's so many in the box, lads, I didn't realise. Let me see. So obviously a pain boy on a bigger base for some reason. I thought it was a cool idea, and I didn't really go into much detail. Like there's nothing even in these syringes here, and there's actually no conversion work done on this guy, but his base is a little bit involved here with obviously some kind of road and pipes and stuff. Let's see if we get through these. So this is from I'm gonna say Puppet Wars, and they look like they're for a flyer because you got this Gretchen here, which doesn't really suit this style, obviously, with the size of the teeth and stuff. Never mind that cobweb, but I think it looks pretty cool. I think I had them, just bought them so I could put them on some kind of looted vehicle, because sometimes making weapons is kind of annoying. This guy is kind of slammed together by a few different things. What would he be? He'd be like a big mech with a burner arm, and he's got this big cool spanner here. That's class. This is Forge World, Chinese Forge World, I'm pretty sure. I was really into doing this kind of smoke as well. Is that broken? Dang it, those bits are always getting broken. That's from a little Forge World kit as well. Or not Forge World, Mantic Games. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I suppose, I don't know if he'd be counted as being in mega armor or what. This guy is from Ramshackle again, I think. The main body. So this guy would be, what would he be? Mega armored knob maybe, or war boss. Pretty chunky. The head, I actually am not sure where that's from. I don't recognize it. Kind of a slightly different style sculpt because his ear is quite big. So yeah, big chunky guy. Resin. I think it's full resin. Oh, this is from a, this is conversion or kit bash then. Yeah, you can see because this is from a mega armored GW kit. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, this guy. Man, I've been working at these for ages. I forgot about so many of them. One of my, not my first conversions for orcs, but when I got into making the army properly, thought this was so cool. This big kind of minigun, this Gatling gun that he has, and all the bullets on the ground, or like casings or whatever, and he's roaring. When I put this online, people were saying, yeah, the pole is too thin. It doesn't really make sense. So that's actually, fair criticism, to be fair. And everything looks muddy and it's shiny. I know a lot of them look shiny, the ones with washes, because they got dipped or whatever, and I never varnished them. So if I was to go back to them and do highlights, I'd varnish them up. This is one of my kilocans, and they all kind of turned into these funny kind of not Jack and Daxter, what's it called? Ratchet and Clank robots. I gave them little heads because I thought I don't know, it was funnier or cooler. And did I do something with his claw? I don't know if I custom made that claw. I feel like I did, because I don't recognize it. But I actually can't tell. Yeah, I think I probably did. If you can recognize that bit, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But yeah, nothing crazy apart from that. Bit of smoke. And yeah, he's pretty cool. I liked the eyebrows. This is where the eyebrows started coming in. I just thought it was funny. I thought it was cool. Another war boss here. He was in my older video. I can kind of go through more detail with that in the older video, but he's kind of a mix of things as well. Some toy bits as well in there, I'm pretty sure. This guy was one of my first war bosses. His claw is in there somewhere, because I had it interchangeable, because he had a I don't know where it's gone, I'm after losing it. From a Space Jam toy, there was a boxing glove that I was going to use as like a joke power fist. But this is from another Heroscape big robot that I kind of built on top of. And you'll see, excuse me, he's got this big DAC. He's got every gun going. He's got burner, twin linked shooter, kind of one side of it is burner. He's got bolter, rocket launcher, and another big shooter here. And his eye is a gun as well. Thought that was cool. He's got this little guy from Mantic Games mooning as well. And the ammo runt on top doing the work is Squeak up there as well. So yeah, what's that, chipping as well? Oh man, I hate chipping paint. I should really varnish my guys. But yeah, that was like my first war boss conversion, I think. So I showed this guy before as well, and his arms are there somewhere. Oh, there's the war boss's claw. Let's see. Yeah, this was made from if you can guess already where the claws are from, it's actually a bit of Bionicle. Lego Bionicle. They are like figures. I don't know if they still make them actually. So that was like Lego Bionicle. So obviously huge, because that's what you want. Kind of exaggerated, but I think it looks awesome. Well, now it looks a bit silly, but back then I thought it was amazing. This guy, obviously broken. I don't know how many times I tried to fix him. Oh look, did I try and pin it as well? Piece of crap. It's just the plastic doesn't take it very well. Oh, this is wobbly as well. Ooh. Oh, and his finger came off. Jesus, right. This guy is not great. You see his head though. That was a lot of fun. Kind of a big grot robot for some reason, and he's got a little miniature car. He's got what would you call it? Micro machines. Oh, not micro machines. Jesus, Hot Wheels or Matchbox car for an eye there. That kind of worked. And this guy's obviously falling to crap. He's like an arm coming off. He's got this piece coming off as well. So he's in disrepair for sure. But a lot of fun putting together. If I was ever to use him, I'd fix him up. But sure, look, it's grand now. Space Crusade boy. Pretty simple paint job, but look, you gotta throw him in, don't you? What's next? This guy is from a Warcraft miniature from the game. That was Goblin like Shredder. And the goblins in Warcraft, they tinker and stuff like that as well. So there wasn't much changing I had to do. He had a face here, I think, so I just gave him this little kind of piece from the Black Orc kit and kind of orcified him a bit. and give him a twin leg shooter here and customize the goblin on top a wee bit, I think. But majority of it is still the same. I don't like, obviously, looking at it now, the similar color of the brown to the red of the model itself. The brown on the base to the red, I think looks a bit crap. But sure, look, that was years ago as well. Okay, I'm going to pause again and see what else I can find. Okay, back again. Jesus, there's a lot on this one. So, fly through these. This is another shooter boy. Pretty simple. Bosh. This guy is another mega Gretchen or Grot with a little sword there. Little plascard work and using the heads of the Warhammer Fantasy guys. This is another Space Crusade Orc, I think. Kind of using some new bits. I think I gave him a new arm here, a new hand, and a shoulder pad, and that's kind of it. It's kind of weird pose. Got another shooter boy, really shiny. This is from Fantasy, or AOS, I suppose. Warhammer Fantasy it was. And it's just, he's playing some kind of squig, I think, as well, which is pretty cool. So he's like, that's the bagpipes. Just buying bits on eBay just because I thought they looked cool, you know. All the slugger boys are, or shooter boys are pretty bog standard. Another Gretchen here. Another little metal Gretchen, a little bit of base detail. Okay, I'll come to them all together. That's another old metal Gretchen. This guy is some kind of Rambo Gretchen. He was from Max Mini, I think. They have a cool, really nice sculpts as well. Kind of weedier Gretchen, if you can see, obviously his arms, but quite delicate, but loads of detail in it, which I didn't really take advantage of with the paint job. There's another Luta. He's great as well. He's looking at this missile. That's like a toy or something like that. And he's like, what the hell am I meant to do with this? And he's scratching his helmet as well. So that would have been like some of my first pretty detailed green stuff work. But yeah, really happy with that. I don't know, counts as a Luta for some reason. This one is some kind of grot bot, which I feel like I didn't finish the eyes. But he's like, he kind of reminds me of a little, what do you call a stomper, because he's got the gun in his chest. Usually it'd be in their crotch. But he's going to stomp along. He's based on, hit the body is a Kinder Surprise toy again. He's got the chainsaw arms and the smoke coming out the back. So I really like the movement in him. I got some of these guys, which I am going to repurpose as well. I'm going to rob these for my new snake bites. Are these Cromlech squigs, which, to be fair, these are fucking crap paint jobs. I don't know what I was doing. Just trying to get something on them. But these guys are going to be, yeah, repainted and done crazy, I think. I'll just maybe change up their bases slightly. But yeah, lots of fun, lots of detail in these really big chunky squigs. I don't really know what you could count them as, but they're really nice sculpts, so I'm going to use them for something. Let's see, this guy is a buggy, burner buggy made from, I think it's a McDonald's car, which actually doesn't look that bad. Looking at it now, it's going to focus for me. If you had this on the table, it's okay. Like, I think it's decent for the table. Big burner in the front. That was from a Space Wolves Land Raider, I think, my brother's one, that he didn't use. And this big tank in the back here, ready to explode. Let's see. These are another buy from eBay. Just see, look, these old Warhammer Savage Orks, I think they just are. So maybe I could rob them for my snake bites, but I'd repaint them and I might strip them actually and give them their new hair. That could be cool. I don't know if I want to change them and give them sluggers and stuff though. Maybe I'll just leave them as they are. They're pretty cool. Nearly finished. Let's see what we have left. So another bog standard speed painted shooter and this old metal Gretchen or Grot. This one, I feel like I have more of these as well. These are from Hassle Free Miniatures. They had these little kind of space goblin-y guys, and I sculpted them. I changed them a wee bit. I gave them bigger ears and nose. I think I did, to make them into these kind of like a little elite Gretchen. So there's that guy, and then this guy. You see this kind of early green stuff work here. Not great, like that's pretty flat area. And he's got chipping on his shoulder. Fuck, that's so annoying. So, and these guys, I actually have no idea what company these are from. These are like Skanger, like Scumbag Chav Goblins or Gretchen. So I don't know if they're chipping. Is that chipped? Yeah, feck's sake. That's my own fault though. So he's got a can, he's got a knife. This guy's got his hand down his pants. Broken bottle. This guy with the pistols. This is like Vicky Pollard. She's pregnant. I don't know. She's got a little bag. She's got a tracky bottom. She's got pants, yeah. Some kind of Uzi. Oh, this guy, yeah. From Hasselfree again. Chipping. That's great. My fault. Kind of these elite little Gretchen. Some of these guys as well. I can't remember the names, but yeah, these are from Ramshackle Games again. Thought they looked kind of orky, but they might be, like I said, repurposed for my snake bites. Because you can imagine, I might just take this face off, keep this cool mouth, and kind of re-sculpt that into something more squiggy. And that could work really well. And last off for this box, wow, okay, this was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, is this Blood Bowl cheerleader. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. She actually has a weapon. Okay, she actually has little pouches and she has a sword there. But that's it. That's one of the boxes. I think this is one of the bigger boxes, thank God. That is my old Ork collection, and I'll see if I can get another video out and go through another one when I get time. But yeah, guys, I'll try to get it out before the end of Orktober, and hopefully there'll be some inspiration there or something you can pick up on. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Good luck.